Hello friends, this is Khushbu here. Welcome to my YouTube channel Programming by Khushbu. Friend, in this video, I am going to share some knowledge with you about Google Recaptcha. As you can clearly see from my screen, this is a Google Recaptcha service which is used to identify the human. So friends, actually I have recently implemented this Google service in one of our client site. So I just thought why not to share this with you guys as well, because this is very popular in these days due to security purpose. Almost every website uses this Google web service in their site. At the time of login, register, you have definitely see this Google reCAPTCHA. So, if you are interested in implementing this, continue watching this video. But before jumping directly into the implementation part, I just want to make sure that you have basic knowledge of Google reCAPTCHA. So, I just will start from scratch. So, before I start reCAPTCHA, I want to introduce you to one of the technical term called bot, which is nothing but short for robot. Is a computer program that operates an agent for a user or other program or to simulate a human activity. Bots are normally used to automate certain tasks, meaning they can run without specific instructions from humans. If you don't understand this, no worry. That's completely okay. You just need to remember is that bot is nothing but a robot or a program which is smart enough to run themselves without specific instructions from humans. That means they can run themselves without any human interactions. So suppose I have create a program which can run, I can run that and they can execute themselves anywhere without my help, without my instructions. So bot is nothing but just like that. So let's come to our main point. What is reCAPTCHA? What does reCAPTCHA and CAPTCHA mean? CAPTCHA stands for Completely Automated Public Turning Test to tell computers and humans apart. In other words, CAPTCHA determines whether the user is real or a spam robot. So a CAPTCHA does what exactly is just identify that the user which is logging in my website, the user which is registering in my website is actually a human or it's just a program. It's just identify that a real human being. So CAPTCHA. Why we need CAPTCHA and when we realize that CAPTCHA is necessary for our website. So there is a history of CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA is used on a variety of websites that want to verify that the user is not a robot. First and foremost, CAPTCHA is used for verifying online polls. In 1919, Slashdot created a poll that asked visitors to choose the graduate school that had the best program for computer science. Students from the University, Carnegie Mellon, and MIT created boards or automated programs to repeatedly vote for their school. It means there was a poll in 1919. In that poll, the Carnegie Mellon and MIT created bots. That means a program which can vote for their school. So obviously the school has win and the other school has very low vote. So at that time we have decided to use we have thought of using some trick or some way to identify that the current user is not a robot, is actually a user, a human being. So where does CAPTCHA uses? Use of CAPTCHA is for registration form on websites such as Yahoo, Mail or Gmail where people can create free accounts. CAPTCHA prevent spammers from using bots to create a plethora or spam email account. Suppose I have created a bot, okay? And in that program, what I have written is just go to the gmail.google.com and register some random values like Khushbu Kumari, Reshu Kumari, Kriti Kumari, any name you like, and the program will choose automatically, and they just register million or trillions of registration in google.com in just a second, because it's a program, so it can does. So this will be the spam data for Google, and they don't want. In fact, nobody wants spam data. They will slow down their server. They will harm their users, other users. So there we can use CAPTCHA to prevent run such a programs. Ticket websites such as Ticketmaster also use CAPTCHA to prevent ticket clampers from over purchasing ticket for large events. Suppose I have written a program in which I buy all the tickets of a train, and after that I will black that ticket to earn more money. So this will be illegal, definitely. So to stop that, we also use reCAPTCHA to identify is this a really human being who are purchasing this ticket or not. Web pages or blogs that contain message, boards, or contact form use CAPTCHA to prevent scammy message or comments. Suppose I have created a bot which can just go to the Facebook and just comment random values, some negative values to the other user. So it will give an negative impact. So these are the spaces where we can use CAPTCHA. Now come to the implementation part. So here I have created a login form where user will enter his name or his password, and after that he just click on I am not a robot, and before clicking on this the button will be disabled. We cannot click this button. After clicking on this and verifying, only then we can click on this button. So this will be our final output. Now let's go to the coding part, that how we are going to implement this. Here we have a basic login form. I have created one input tag. This is for password, this is for username, and this is our button, which is for the first time will be disabled, and after verifying it will be enabled automatically. So before all those things, what we need to do is we are going to use with Google service, right? So we have to register ourselves for what purpose we are using, and what is our domain name. For this, I have created for my local host. So I just go through and pass here local host. And if you have your own purchase domain, then you can pass this here. And this is reCAPTCHA type. This is version 3, version 2. We are going to use reCAPTCHA version 2, which in is this these are also of three types. I'm going to use the first one. You can choose the other one as well. In fact, you should try, definitely. And here you need to give your domain name. For this time I'm going to use localhost.com, and here is your email address, and then just accept the reCAPTCHA term and services. If you want to read this, you can go there and read that, and then final submit. After submitting this, you will get two two values. What are those? After that you will get these local host has been registered. You will get two values, the composite site key and composite secret key. We are going to use this site key in our website to implement this reCAPTCHA service. So what we need to do next? For the first time this button will be disabled, and I am going to give this button as ID button 1. And the first thing you need to do is you need to add this script. google.com/recaptcha/api.js to use this web service, to use this service. And because the first, well, for the first time this button will be disabled, we have a div here, which is the part where our recaptcha value will be shown. So I just want to make sure that the button will be next to my this recaptcha. So I'm just giving it name recaptcha id, class recaptcha, data callback. Data callback, this function or will be called when the user has verified the correct tick will become this function will be called. And here I am giving data site key. This is nothing but our the site key, which is copy site key. Here you can copy and paste it here. All right. And after when the capture value will call the data callback function, this I have to implement this enable button. So I'm not going nothing to do much here. I'm just going to do is for the first time this button is divisible, and when the value will be when the service will detect that I'm not a robot, I'm a human being, I'm just going to re-enable this button. So this is our function, a basic JavaScript function. If we the function name and document dot get element by id, I am passing here the button id dot disable is equals to false. So that means this button will be enabled now. So this is our final output. Here I'm just giving name, password, and when I click on just login through it. So I just really hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something new. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you really like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button. So thanks for watching.